Hi everyone. Nice to meet you. Nice to see you again. Historic Joe, Adrien. Adrien, a great member of the Paris Crown Club. Nice to see you, Adrien. Raja,
Everyone.
Historic Joe, the Batman lover. Jifari from Indonesia. Hi, Jifari. How are you? Well, I think we have almost the 4 continents. Yeah. Great. So people are joining. That's great. So we are today with a special guest, Enzo. Oh, Enzo is joining. Let's maybe wait for 1 other minute and let's dive into this webinar. ID42, Xavier. Amazing. Okay, I think we can start now. And people will join, continue to join. But anyway, the replay will be on YouTube as usual. And yeah, so we hope that you're having a good day. At least we do, because it's always a pleasure to talk to you. It's always a pleasure to be with you and to discuss with you and to answer all the questions you may have. And we have a bunch of questions today, actually. And more than this, today is a special day. It's a special day because we have a special guest. And this special guest is Max, the one
Everyone.
with the glasses. Max is joining the core team. Welcome to you, Max. We need you. And can you maybe introduce yourself,
Sure.
explain how you will serve the community, what you will do for the community, how people can use you? Go
Yeah,
on.
definitely. Thanks for having me, guys. Yeah, so happy to be on this AMA. Happy to meet the community and announce that I'm joining the founding/core team. Yeah, my background is pretty much in crypto, to be honest with you. I've worked for a lot of different projects. The first time I've tried to work in crypto was in late 2016. I was always dreaming about mining Bitcoin with green energy, and I started a company with a bunch of friends, and that was a great thing to do because I kind of started from the ground up, like from layer zero, kind of trying to understand how blockchain and crypto was working. And long story short, I've helped a lot of projects to go to market. I've worked for different global protocols, and my forte is pretty much in the token ecosystem, from the tokenomics to the partnerships, but also the way we make sure that we create new economies in collaboration with the community. So yeah, happy to join Crunch, and pretty excited. And yeah, to answer your question, Ben, people can tag me and ask me questions about everything related to the token. Most of the time, I'm also going, I hope so. I'm going to bring a lot of partners in the community as well. So if you guys have any idea, any concept that you'd like to push and pursue around the token, around partners, how to grow the ecosystem, I'm your man.
Thank you very much, Max. I think it's very valuable. Your contribution is actually very valuable for the community. You have been part of some workshop, and I think that, we had great feedback. So it's welcome again, and yeah, that's it.
Thank you.
So maybe it's time to move to some news, guys. We have some news. So you see that we moved from crunch. Crunch. Do you see my screen? Yes, you do. Do you see my screen? Yeah, I think so. Huh?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, good. Sorry. Yeah, so many news, but one of the hot topic of the day is, of course, the foundation. you saw that we moved from crunch.dao.com to crunch.foundation. And actually, this is just the beginning, because you have seen also that we are ramping up all marketing. We actually, but we'll talk about it in the probably tomorrow in the newsletter, but we just created also a Telegram group. Well, so we are changing a lot of things, ramping up the marketing and doing a slight rebranding, moving from CrunchDAO to Crunch Foundation. You will see in the coming weeks that all the names of all the assets will progressively change. We change the name of the Twitter, by the way. We change the name of the YouTube account. We change the name of the Zilli account. But we have of course, some things to say. So bear with us. Be patient. But this change is happening, and we are almost done with that. So thank you very much about this change, about supporting this change. So we had the question again and again and again about what is this foundation about. So actually, it's not that difficult. It's about establishing a new legal structure that will better fit our need for better governance and for managing the token, of course. Because the current legal structure is not fitted for what we are actually doing, or it's not the best one, I would say. And so we need to move to this legal wrapper. So what does that mean for you? Actually, this is Jean that will answer this question. What is this? Like, why does that change something from moving from this DAO to this foundation? This is the question that we have been asked.
Yes. Hello, guys. Hello, everyone. Yeah, this question came many times, guys, and I think you have to see it as a simple rebranding. By talking to customers, by talking to people that could use the platform, we were seeing some question about the DAO world, and it was not that easy to go and talk to institutionals with this in the world. Now it's just a rebranding. It doesn't change anything. We are not moving from the vision, and actually we are stepping forward to it. And this is what is cool. And Ben, you just mentioned it. The foundation is a legal wrapper that will enable a decentralized decision making, and this is actually going forward and toward more decentralization. So it's a very good first step, and you have to think about it as a rebranding again. Now I'm thinking about something else. It's about in terms of governance, there is something that we need to think about and think about a lot, is that we want to bring more awareness around the project. There will be more and more people, and what we want to make sure is that the governance is only accessible to people that are pushing models, that are participating on the platform, that are actual data scientists, right? We don't want to end up in the situation when some people may have token, but would be able to like take major decision and maybe have a negative impact on what we have been building for the last 3 years. So we will have to somehow decouple the token and the governance. So we need to think about it. It could be through NFT or through special roles that could enable this governance. So yeah, this foundation is moving toward more decentralization, and we talked about it already last time, and this is what's happening.
Thank you for your answer, Jean. I think now it's clear. So moving to a foundation doesn't mean that we are going away from the DAO. It's just quite the opposite. And thank you for clarifying this again, Jean. Let's move to the next question now, which is the foundation ready? Where are we in setting up this foundation, Jean?
So it's taking some time. I think we're looking at maybe 2 months, maybe 2 more months. There is a lot of legal involved and a lot of paperwork. So yeah, ETA will be before summer. It's a reasonable assumption, I think.
Great. Thank you very much. Well, let's talk now about the websites. So as you've seen, we moved from CrunchDAO.com to Crunch Foundation, and doing so also we we created this new website with a new copywriting and a new design. Of course, the copywriting is still an ongoing topic. We'll always improve the messaging, but the direction that we are taking here is we are quite satisfied with it. And now it's just about optimizing it. As for the design, it's a temporary design because we are also working with a great designer that are currently working on the project. And in the next 1 month, 1.5 months, you will see this new design implemented and this copywriting that will be optimized for what we are actually doing. So thank you very much for participating into this workshop. I think we can say that now this workshop is closed, and we have so many other things to do, so that's a good thing. Yeah, so thank you very much again for participating in this workshop, and let's move to the next subject, which is why do you focus on finance only? Yeah, so because we have this question, Jean, because some people went to the website Crunch Foundation, and that they probably see that we are not talking only about finance. So why?
Well, yes, there is this. Okay, first the last step. What we did last year was opening up the platform, right, to many other people. So other people will be able to come and organize challenges on the platform. So they can tap into the collective intelligence and into the community know-how. And so it started with Adia last time. And so by pushing this a bit more, we ended up talking to more customers and trying to find users for the platform. And by doing that, we realized that there is a strong market fit on finance because we built that product around financial problem, right? It's the cross-sectional problem, and the way we frame the problem is very financial and it's very common in finance. So first thing is, okay, there is a strong market fit on the finance industry to solve the problem of that industry. But we are seeing a kind of a big traction on other field now, and people are coming to us and would like to organize tournament on the platform. And those people are coming from different industries. So they can come from biotech, they can come from any field that deal with complex system, for example, space weathers, and this kind of field. So we see there a huge opportunity for the community to generate more revenue and be able to connect them, to connect the crowd to more use case, and maybe let's say in the best possible world, we will be able to have maybe some of your work that can be compatible with different, use case. And that will be the best case scenario where we are capable of leveraging the knowledge and our models toward different industry and different players. That would be the best case scenario.
Thank you, Jean. That's very clear. In the meantime, we have Alexi saying, so Alexi Tarandros, which is the winner of the many competition. We are waiting for your submission for the DataCrunch Rally, Alexi, to see what you are actually doing. But yeah, so he missed the beginning of this Ask Me Anything session. Don't worry. Of course, it will be a replay. It will be live tomorrow on your favorite channel. Let's move on. Whoa, that's a question. When are you going to reopen the selling contract? Jean, maybe? Or
yeah,
Max?
Yeah, no, I mean, we already answered this question last time, so it's.
I understand.
Well, the thing is that we have been, and I'm going to say it again, I think we have been using a very simple tokenomics since day one. And this tokenomics was kind of limiting what we wanted to do and what the DAO can become. So the move that we did last time was, okay, we're gonna put all the rewards, so 6 months of liquidity for the reward on the contract, and we're gonna froze it until we manage to build a better tokenomics. So at the same time, we opened the tokenomics workshop, and at the same time, Max started to be super involved in that work, and that's how and this is now a moment, I think, an inflection point where we start to see the light again. And big up to you, Max. And I'll give you the mic after that. I think there is an avenue for building a better tokenomics here, and this is why we create this frustration. Now, we also launch a liquidity campaign with the DataCrunch code competition. So if you really need liquidity now, if you really need to earn a living because you are depending on this money, and I know that some people do, compete in the competition that are giving USD right now and not Crunch. And so the DataCrunch competition that is launched now is in USD. So compete there so you can receive USDC and you can be liquid. And I think until we fix the tokenomics, all the next client that are going to connect to the DAO are going to propose that.
Yeah, definitely. That's a very important point. I don't know if my slide is coming next about tokenomics, Ben. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, cool. So just for Alexei, shortly, I'm working in the crypto space since 2016, and my forte is in tokenomics, ecosystem, and partnerships. And I'm joining the founding/core team, and I'm just trying to help the entire community to get access to more competitions, challenges, and just pushing the project further with all the team. So on that part, this is a very important point because, as you can imagine, so basically we had a conversation on I'm a member of the community for a long time. Weirdly, I'm not a mathematician, but I'm working on those problems that are related to human coordination at scale for a long time. And Crunch to me was a very innovative way to solve some of the most complex problems. And that's the reason why I've joined the community a long time ago. I've had conversations about the tokenomics first kind of 2 years ago. Then, time, it is what it is. But just for you to understand, I was really adamant on talking about the BME. And I think I've missed an important part, is that the reason why I was trying to push something that is more on, the economics parts of the tokenomics is because it's all about so Crunch, and the challenge that all the platforms like Crunch are facing is that you have to have something that can capture value from real clients. And that's how you make sure that the community is growing, that you can empower each members. So obviously, and I'm sorry for that, I wasn't really talking about how the things are going to be split, how the allocations are going to be built, because to be honest with you, I think that, and that's something we can probably talk about longer in a very, in a dedicated AMA about the tokenomics. We're probably going to move to a new token on another chain for many, many reasons. One of them would be the cost, the gas fees and stuff like that. But the other reason why I think it's important to kind of go back to step one and adopt a new kind of tokenomics is because the traction that Jean was talking about means that there's real clients happy to jump on the platform, launch competitions, and probably do more with the community. And that's a nice question. Matteo, I'm probably going to talk about that later on. But yeah, so just for you to understand, what we're trying to do is we're trying to make sure that we build the right system so that we can capture value and pay value back to the to the community members the right way. Having a token is really important for people that are early. So obviously we'll make sure that you guys can switch, can swap. It's going to be completely safe. That's going to make total sense for you. But before that, we have to be able as a community to face the real world problem, which is, are we able to kind of be connected to real clients? So I think, and I strongly believe, and I'm not the only one to believe in that type of model, that BME is the right way to do it. So I've pushed something on the DeSci platform for you guys to ask questions and to iterate. And we're open-minded, and obviously you guys are a bunch of really brilliant guys. So I'm not trying to outcompete you in that field. I'm just trying to say I have a background and I think it's the best way to move forward. And on top of that, having the BME is going to be a great opportunity to also redefine the allocations and redefine how we share. Sorry?
We should maybe explain what is the BME. The BME stands
Yeah, 100%. So what is BME? BME stands for burn and mint equilibrium. So basically, and I'm going to try to be very, very forward in the way I'm going to explain that. So when a client is going to come and try to buy a service from the community, the foundation, and when I'm going to say the foundation, obviously everything is automated, everything's going to be handled by smart contracts. So when a client is going to come and pay for services, the foundation is going to get the value and burn the equivalent of tokens. And then what the foundation is going to do is that the foundation is going to mint, so create new tokens to be able to pay the rewards. By doing this in the same amount, in the same unit of account, sorry, on both ends, you make sure that you create a reward system that is fair to the community, and that also make things in a way that you're not pushing too much rewards in the beginning, and then you're not able to push any other rewards because your token you've created your own selling pressure by giving away too many tokens in the beginning. So you want to create this kind of Goldilocks economy where you have a system that can capture value. And the beauty of the BME is that you can appreciate how the system works by seeing cash flow going in from the outside world and going out as rewards. Obviously, between those two steps, as a foundation, and because the community is very happy about it, we'll make sure to create with you guys some different, mechanisms that will probably push you to have more skin in the game if you want to. But again, we're open-minded. But fixing that within the ecosystem will make sure that we have strong fundamentals. And I think, again, that's the key word today, that, going back to strong fundamentals. And the main reason for that is not because we want to do something fancy or it's because we want to be funny with the token. No, the main reason is because there's traction on the market. And there's a lot of people that are now checking what Crunch is doing and, getting closer to Crunch and getting closer to a point where there might be more to come in all different fields. So I'm not going to say too much. Obviously, I'm happy to answer to any questions. Sorry if that was a bit long, but just as a last word, I know that you guys want to know more about how things are going to be split, about the allocations, and we are going to answer that question. We just need a couple more weeks to work on that. And we also will involve you in all the main decisions about that. So again, transparency on that is not something we're lack of. It's just because we don't know yet and we're still working on it. And the former model was not sustainable. And that's it for me, guys.
Thank you very much, Max. I think it's clear now. So workshop tokenomics is still on, of course. We have many things to dive. I mean, we need to dive into many other subtopics because tokenomics is a very broad word.
Yeah, that's broad. That's vague. Yeah.
And actually, many people have a different understanding of what it means. but for us it means everything related to tokenomics. So we are having one subject after another. I mean, one subject after one another. Thank you very much, Max, for this explanation. Yeah, we have also another workshop that is a bit on hold today. That's true. It's the workshop rewards. This workshop has been initiated by Anxious James, that actually we thanks. Hi, James. We had a great discussion that involved also many people, including some that are actually with us today. So what we discussed was the distribution of the rewards, how to attract the best talents, but also how to keep the wisdom of the crowd that is in the DNA of the project Crunch meaning. So this is an ongoing discussion. This topic is not closed at all, but as you see, we had to focus on the tokenomics, we had to focus on the website, and we had to focus on many things that you will see happening in the next days. But that's why we did not move forward too much on this workshop. Sorry for that. This is, of course, something that we will continue to tackle in the coming weeks. And thank you for your patience. But we are coming here. Of course, we are coming, and we will answer all these questions to find the best solution. We have some ideas, of course. We could create, I mean, the rewards are also part of the gamification. We could create teams, we could create levels, we could have a different distribution about the rewards, but also we need to involve clients now that we have many. So that's another broad topic. So thank you for your patience. That said, I think that we answered all the questions and all the topic we wanted to cover in this Ask Me Anything session. There is one event that is quite important that will happen, actually 2 events, we can say. The first one is in 15 days. It's the Paris Blockchain Week. Of course, we'll be here. There will be an event at the Quant Club. So join us if you are around. Of course, it will be on the Discord and on the newsletter. And of course, there will be also Token 2049. The team will be in Dubai, and we would love to meet you if you are there. So just ping us. And that's it for this, Ama. Jean, Max, do you want to add something maybe?
Just obviously that I'm more than excited to join, and I'll let I give the last word to Jean, the OG.
Thank you, Max. And I mean, I think everyone is super happy you are filling a gap, and this tokenomics is super important for everyone. So big up. There's a lot on your shoulder. We know that. There is another AMA that I would like to push and talk about it now. Ben, I wanted to spend some time on the code competition of DataCrunch, and I think this will happen with Matteo. We need to organize a session so you guys can ask all your questions about the new format and all the fancy things that are being implemented in this new format. Yeah, looking forward to it. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye, everyone. Have a great day.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Cheers.
Bye. Cheers.